Hey there, fabulous friend. If you've seen the title of this episode and thought we were having a virtual happy hour, so sorry to disappoint. But I think this is even more important than cocktails. But trust me, it's okay to agree to disagree. BYOB stands for Be Your Own Best Friend. Seriously, it's like having your forever buddy who's always got your back and even gets all your funny jokes. When you embrace your inner BFF, you are embracing the awesomeness that is you. No more chasing outside validation. You've got your own cosmic cheer squad. Get your self-talk in check so you can soar to new heights. Celebrate your wins, big or small, and give yourself a pat on the back when life throws you curveballs. You are your own biggest fan, always cheering for you to rock it like the superstar you are. And if you're not quite there yet, this episode is going to help you. So let's get into how powerful you become when you encourage yourself like no other. Because when you know that you have your own back, when you know that you are there to support yourself, you are truly unstoppable. So many times we think that the validation that we're seeking is from other people or in other relationships, but we're often really seeking our own validation of ourselves. Calling all superhero ladies. Are you a busy woman looking to level up your life, ready to say goodbye to the energy slumps, scatterbrain moments, and stressing trying to squeeze everything into one day? Dump multitasking and master being in the moment. Because if you are done with your days running together and feeling like one big major blur, or worse, feeling lost or like you don't even know yourself anymore, let's get you back into your day by feeling the day and being present. I've got just the solution for you. Join the waitlist for the Amplified Encouragers group as I show you how to amplify every aspect of your jam-packed schedule, have more energy, focus, and time to chase your dreams while doing all the things, from supercharged productivity hacks to mind-blowing self-care tips. I've got your back and your funny bone too, and get ready to conquer the world while still rocking that superhero cape. Go to the show notes and click the link to join the waitlist and be the first to get all the goods in this group. Click the join the waitlist link in the show notes and save your spot. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Hey, encourager. I hope this message finds you in a great, positive space. And if not, trust me, we gonna get there. We are talking the power of encouraging you, being the amazing person that you are. I know that you are out here doing so much to take care of everyone that's around you. And that's a beautiful thing. Because, that's what we're here for. We're here to take care of the people that we love, just as they're here to take care of us. But what gets lost in the midst of all of that is actually taking care of ourselves. And what I mean by that more specifically is how we treat our own self. That self-talk, that inner dialogue, being there for ourselves, really being a best friend to our own self. It's easy to underestimate the impact that our words and our mindset can have on us as a person and our ability to really succeed. So, if you can really learn how to be an encourager to yourself, it is truly a game changer that can boost your confidence, really help you to motivate yourself, and really push you through challenges when they come up. And for once and for all, help to really get your self-doubt in check, because who doesn't want to be rid of that? And if you can't demolish it totally, then it at least needs to know its place, okay? Hey, encourager, are you ready to supercharge your mornings and make the most out of your day? I've got something super special for you that will help give you the motivation you need to jumpstart your mornings and amplify your productivity. You've got to get your hands on the Amplify Your AM freebie. Get ready to conquer your day like a boss. Let me tell you why this freebie is a total game changer. With Amplify Your AM, you'll receive a powerful toolkit packed with simple morning rituals and motivational strategies to help you unlock your full potential. Imagine waking up feeling energized, confident, and ready to take on any new challenge that comes your way. This is your opportunity to design a morning routine that will set you up for success. Discover and implement practical strategies to increase productivity. Create a morning routine that aligns with your goals. Develop habits that will empower and motivate you, and organize your day for maximum efficiency. Ready to transform your mornings and maximize your time? Click the link in the show notes to grab your Amplify Your AM toolkit now. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your day and achieve your dreams. And tag a friend who needs a productivity boost, and let's crush those goals together. Remember, encourager, every day is a new opportunity to rise and shine. Don't wait any longer. Get your Amplify Your AM freebie today and start creating your dream mornings. You got this. Click the link in the show notes and amplify your AM today. That's why we got to take this friendship thing with ourselves to the next level. If you're in my tribe, I know you are an amazing best friend. You're the one who picks up the phone day or night. You give that pep talk when it's needed, and you ready to ride whenever it's necessary. You're the one who listens. You're the one who won't let your friend forget the best of who they are. You protect them and look out for them. You speak the truth, even when they don't want to hear it. And you really help them to walk through the things that can really take somebody out the game. You're the one laughing uncontrollably at all the inside jokes, including y'all's bloopers. You accept them as is, and has that special kind of love that blurs the lines between friends and family. You are there when it counts, and you're the one that they can always count on. You are everything that a best friend should be. But the question is, are you being a best friend to you? Are you being there for you? Are you embracing your strengths and all of your quirks and really accepting yourself for who you are? Are you loving yourself through the hard and even the simple things? You deserve to give the same friendship that you give to your friends with no questions asked. You deserve to feel what it's like to be your own best friend. Because if you did, I know you wouldn't talk to yourself the way that you do sometimes. Have you paid attention to your own self-talk? Do you talk to yourself like you love or hate yourself? If you find yourself on that hate end of the spectrum, you've got to work to get closer to light. It's so much easier to go from like to love than trying to go from hate to the opposite end of the spectrum. So no judgment. Grant yourself some grace and be honest with yourself and meet yourself where you are. Because if you can be honest with yourself and meet yourself where you are, then you have a real chance at making the change necessary to get to where you want to be. We all have our own set of insecurities. We've all made mistakes that we wish that we didn't. And I think we can all agree that we've all held ourselves to some unrealistic expectation at some point and been really, really hard on ourselves at some point in time. And if you find yourself in that space, it's okay, because it doesn't have to stay that way. And you can start today. Start by just writing yourself a letter. Start by giving yourself a compliment. Start by celebrating your victories, the big ones, the small ones, the ones over the last year, the ones from your childhood, the ones in your teens. Like, go through the decades and really look at the things that you have accomplished and overcome. Be willing to grant yourself grace when you stumble. If you can start in this space, you can become your own biggest cheerleader and advocate for yourself. Start believing in your potential again. And if you are already in the building and feeling yourself, where can you take your self-love to the next level? Where can you take your positive self-talk to the next level? There's always another level. There's always some room to improve. So where can you like yourself a little bit more? Where can you love yourself a little bit more? What kind of language can you really use to describe yourself so that you feel empowered and even uplifted by the words that you use to have that conversation with yourself? Because no one is talking to you more than you. So use language that is productive and positive, that makes you feel good about being you and not the latter. In a world where you are busy, you've got a household to run, crazy kid schedules, work, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. With all the adulting going on and all the roles you're working so hard to fill, it can cause you to forget about one of the most important relationships that you have, the one with you. Whether you've just been too busy making everyone else's world go round, or maybe you're living according to what somebody else thought was best for you, or maybe life just happened and it's got you feeling like you don't even know who you are or what you want anymore. There are so many things that can distract or disconnect you from your inner knowing. Go from feeling lost or disconnected to reconnected with the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. Get you back in touch with yourself and feeling like a priority on your own list. Knowing your desires and what you want at this season in your life, you can live the life of your dreams. And it starts with the connection you have with you. Check the show notes to get the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. It's your time to get back in touch with you. Click the show notes and get started. Even the language you use when talking to yourself is a form of self-care. Are you nourishing your mental, your physical, your emotional self? Are you using language that feeds your soul? Are you really honoring your own needs and even protecting your own boundaries with your well-being? Self-care is more than just manis and petties. And those are great too. But self-care also comes in the way that you talk to yourself and have inner conversations with yourself. So pay attention to your language and the words that you're using to care for yourself in the conversations that you're having with you, because they absolutely matter. These are the things that really do build your self-image, your self-esteem, your self-worth. The way that you talk to yourself can make or break you. So use your inner dialogue as another means to show how much you love and care for yourself, because you deserve it. When you can really cultivate a strong bond with yourself, you become unstoppable. This is how you boost your confidence. And when it comes to pursuing your dreams and taking risks and embracing new opportunities, those things come easier to you because you have essentially been your own hype man. Your self-love radiates through you because you have done the work to invest in positive language with yourself. And you don't let yourself slide. You don't let yourself get away with the constant negative critique. You don't get a chance to let yourself slide and get away with talking to yourself just any old kind of way. You hold yourself accountable to those boundaries. And when you do, you lovingly make the corrections necessary to talk to yourself like you love and care about you. I love sharing my favorites with you. My favorite app on my phone is the Growth Day app. The journal feature is everything. If you want to be able to journal literally anywhere you have your phone in hand, this is for you. If you don't know what to write, no worries. You will want this for the science-backed journal prompts alone. It's a great place to reflect, explore, gain new insights, and level up your perspective. This all-in-one personal development app has a great plan section, a place to capture your life scores, and so much more. Now, if you love self-improvement as much as I do, you are going to love what Brendan Burchard has put together. Check out the link in show notes, and I'll see you there. So much of everything starts with you. It starts with the way that you talk to yourself. It starts with the way that you care about yourself. And that means even caring about how you treat you. And if you can be a best friend to someone else, you can absolutely be a best friend to you. Because when you know that you have your own back, when you know that you are there to support yourself, you are truly unstoppable. So many times we think that the validation that we're seeking is from other people or in other relationships, but we're often really seeking our own validation of ourselves. Because if you actually loved yourself in the way that you love for your best friend, your confidence, boo, would be off the charts. And it still can be, because you can decide today, these are the 3 words that I will never use again against myself. And if I do, I will then say these 3 things to myself. So pay attention to your language. Don't just let yourself slide. Don't just let it ride when you find yourself on the downward spiral of critiquing yourself to the high heavens. And not in a good way. Being your own best friend really means being there for yourself in the ways that you need. And if you can really invest in yourself in the same way that you invest in some of the most important relationships in your life, you will see even those relationships begin to bloom in ways that you never even imagined. And it's all because it stems from you loving you so much, you being there for you, you actually fulfilling the needs that you have and not looking for anyone else to come in and do any of these things, because you are already doing it for yourself. This type of self-love is just as important as all the other love that you receive. And I think it's the missing piece to loving ourselves wholly and accepting ourselves fully. So I encourage you to be your own best friend. Whip out your journal and write down some of the qualities that you feel like make a best friend. And then look at if you are doing those things for yourself. And if not, then how can we start to do that? What are some ways that you can start to incorporate that type of love for yourself? And I hope that on that list is positive self-talk, because if we can work on talking to ourselves in a more positive and loving way, it's the gateway to your standards of how you will allow other people to also talk to you. So I hope that you are talking to yourself in a way that you are proud of. And if that's not the case, that's okay, because we can definitely make those changes together. You are by far not alone. I'm right here with you. And if you need some additional help and support, I got you. So check out the show notes on so many ways that we can connect. But I hope that this message really opened your eyes to being a best friend to yourself and looking at really nourishing the relationship that you have with you. Because so many times we're looking outside of ourselves for the things that we need, when we have the ability to give those things to ourselves. And if you can show up for you in the way that you show up for the people that you love the most, imagine loving others from that place. Imagine pursuing your dreams from that place. Imagine living the life that you've always wanted from that place, because that is what is possible. So my friend, I hope you love this episode. Make sure to take the poll, leave some comments, find me on Instagram and say hey, and let me know how this episode really resonated with you and what it brought up for you. I'd love to know. Peep out the stories. I'm always doing something fun in the stories, asking a lot of questions there. So come and let's keep the combo going. But I hope that this message really encourages you to nurture your own relationship with yourself and be for you what you are to so many people who love and appreciate you. Be your own best friend. You deserve it. So encourage over BYOB, which is be your own best friend, because together we can encourage over everything, including you as your BFF. Encourager, thanks so much for tuning in. My wish for you is to have your encouragement cup filled up. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few ways to say thank you. Share it with friends. You are a true encourager, sharing encouraging messages to lift others up, because that's just what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback, as this is how we make encouragement a way of life. And to keep the conversation going, connect with me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Check the show notes for today's sponsors and all the ways to work with me and stay connected. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity, because together we can encourage over everything.